how to work with the TypeScript basics here that we are going to learn. Now, so here, if you are working on UI technology implementation, okay, generally web pages are implemented using HTML concept, but HTML is actually static. Okay, if you want to make it actually dynamic, we are going to add JavaScript. Okay, there's actually, but JavaScript, everything is implicitly type decided. Just we used to write like a var keyword to create any variable like a object, a primitive, okay, or any expression if you want to do here. Everything is a var keyword. There is no data types concept in JavaScript. Okay, later ECMAScript has introduced, that is a different one, but in initial JavaScript, okay, there is no externally. Okay, later some ECMAScript introduced here. There's a different one here. So something like, okay, string type, okay, standard type here, something like a class type, okay, interface type, okay, enum type here, okay. Those things are actually not there. Okay, then implementation of UI designing and data types checking, compilation, okay, and debugging has become complicated. Then a new concept is introduced, TypeScript. Okay, TypeScript is designed over JavaScript. We can also call superset. Okay, that means what are all works in JavaScript, even works in TypeScript also. Okay, TypeScript cannot be understandable to browser. The most important thing you have to understand here. So here, if you're writing, even you are writing TypeScript code, that extension is .ts. Later, we are going to use TypeScript compiler. Okay, the TypeScript compiler finally converted to JavaScript only. Okay, .js and executed at browser. Okay, mainly TypeScript concept is used for coding levels only here, not in the execution levels. Browser understands finally three things: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript only. Any UI technology you use, finally, whether you use Angular, okay, or whether you use React.js or anything you use, finally executed TypeScript. Now the question is, why should we learn TypeScript? Okay, so here, if you want to learn Angular, okay, Angular is created. Okay, there's actually Angular is internally TypeScript code. There is completely TypeScript here. TypeScript concept here. Okay, if you want to compare something like here, so Angular is something like a Spring, TypeScript is something like a core Java. If you just want to compare here, okay, so if Angular is something like a Spring framework, so this is TypeScript is something like core Java or Spring core, whatever you call here. Okay, so today we are going to see TypeScript basics here and what is the benefit of this one here, how to work. Main purpose of TypeScript actually is data types. Work on strong data type concept. over data. Okay, in JavaScript, there is no data type concepts. In TypeScript, there is a data type concept, but remember, finally, JavaScript only required to run. Okay. What are softwares required to do this here? First, we are going to see here. First, you need to download Node.js. Okay, if you want to write any UI technology applications, this is must. Okay, choose Windows, Mac, or any Linux installer here. Okay, download, install. Once you download and install, check the command node-v npm-v. So if you are able to see these two, once you download, double click. Okay, next and install here. A simple process. Check using commands. Okay, once you're done here, second, install TypeScript. Okay, you need to install the TypeScript here. npm, okay, install -g TypeScript. Like this, we need to type here. Okay, it will take some time to install here. Okay, you will see something like here. Then you see, okay, tsc-v, TypeScript version, if you want to check here. Okay, it is a command you need to execute here. Look at. Okay, npm indicates node package manager. This is simply called downloader. Okay, node package manager. Node package manager. Install, it's actually -g means global. If you switch using admin user or some XYZ user also, it will work here. TypeScript latest version. Okay, once you're done here, we need to check what is the current version here. Check the command tsc-v. Okay, then download VS Code editor. Of course, we are writing Angular applications also by using this one, Visual Studio Code. What happened? So here you can just go to this one, download and install this one. Okay, this already we are using VS Code application here, VS Code editor. Okay, there you create your application and just work. Okay, I'm just creating a new folder here. TypeScript examples. Okay, I just created a folder. There I'm creating. Okay, observe code and compile steps. Code, compile and run. Okay, how to write the code, how to compile and run, I'm just showing here. First, create a file, a new file option here. I'm just writing here, message.ts. File extension is .ts. Okay, if you look at Angular applications, previously generated Angular applications, it's a .ts files only. Did you see? It's a .ts files. Okay, complete Angular code is internally TypeScript only. So observe very carefully. So you create a file. You create a file that extends with .ts. Okay, just I'm writing a first example here. Let message is equals to, okay, hello users. Okay, like this I wrote here. Of course, semicolon is optional. Okay, just I'm writing console.log. Okay, just printing message. Okay, so once you're done, you can open embedded terminal here, new terminal. Okay, so it will open by default PowerShell. It will open by default PowerShell. Okay, so just switch to normal command prompt. Switch option will be there. It's a new terminal. go to terminal and new terminal. Okay, then switch here option, PowerShell to command. Integrated terminal if you want here. Okay, but I recommend directly open a command prompt in this location. So this space, this location, D:, enter. It will be really good for me. I use this one. You can open integrated terminal and execute. I don't like this one. I execute outside always. Okay, so I'm just going to this location like this, and I'll execute all the applications. You can even open here. First, once you've done this application coding, step number 1, you do code here. Okay, create a file with extension .ts. Okay, example message.ts. All examples I'll give it to you. You need not to write it manually here. Just I'm writing here. Okay, this I feel convenient to execute. Both are same. If you open integrated terminal, okay, or here external terminal, anything is fine. All are terminals only. Okay. First, create the file here. Step number 2, compile file. Okay, in case of Angular, if you just run the application, auto compile and execution will be there. But only if you're working with the TypeScript, you need to compile it. Okay, TSC, TypeScript compiler here. Okay, you need to mention the file name and press enter. Okay, TSC space file name .ts. When you compile here, it will create a .js file. Okay, when you have .ts, and if you a .js file is created. Compiler name is actually called TSC, TypeScript compiler. Then run. .js file you have to use to run. You will get the output. Okay, look at compile, command, TSC, message.js. Okay. Yeah, extension is not required even. Even you can just run something like node message. That is also fine. Okay. It's also fine. Yes. You can just, extension is optional to run. That's also okay. This is a process to create the file, compile and run. You need TypeScript software. This is a command to install. We have another software called TSC node. With a single execution also you can do that, but just follow this process here. Okay. In simple word, yeah, .js file is readable. You just open this. Okay, if you just open this, you can see here. Just double click and open. Sorry, we'll continue. .js file you can open and read, no issue. Okay, let us continue here. Everything is a var in JavaScript. Everything is a var. I'll explain what is let constant and var differences. Okay, see, remember this point. TypeScript is another core Java, sir. A simple point I'm just giving. TypeScript is another core Java. Data types, operators, conditional statements, control flow, loops, classes, objects, inheritance, interfaces, enums, annotations, generics. Everything is available here. Okay, official documentation I'm sharing now itself here. This official document. Okay, there are a lot of sites available. You can just even check. If you have proper core Java knowledge, this is just nothing. You will easily understand, but slight modifications are there here. Okay, I'll share even useful videos also later, so you can listen now. Okay, the first and important thing is actually data types. The super type for all data type is any. If you want to compare this one, you can just compare java.lang.object. Hey, this is just for comparison purpose. I'm just giving. Okay, any is a data type. You can compare with the core Java object. This is core Java. As you know this, if you don't know, leave it. See, it's a any. Okay, all are Java students, right? Fine. Sorry. So here any is a super type for all types. Here we have two types here. One is actually built in. Okay, second actually user defined or derived. Okay, we have two major types here, built in and user defined. Okay, here we have number. Number is actually common for int and float. There is no specific types called int and float. Everything is a number. Okay, everything is a number. Okay, second one is actually string, yes, lowercase. There is a class name called string also. Here, yes, lowercase. Okay, next one is actually Boolean. Okay, next we have void. Next we have null. There is another type is actually called undefined. No data type. No data type concept here. This is undefined. It's a bit different. Null and undefined bit different here. We'll see that later. These are built-in data types. User-defined data types, nothing but class. Okay, interface. There's a even array. Yeah, enum also there. Okay, we don't call annotation here. It's a decoration. Okay, even that is actually called mixing, clubbing. That is actually called tuple. We have these types. Okay, super type for all the types is actually any. Okay, any. Next thing. So here, what are the concepts we have mainly? Data types, operators, conditional statements or control flow, loops. Okay, class. Okay, functions. Here we have only functions also we can write here. Class, inheritance, interface, generics. Okay, these are the major concepts. Okay, if you want to learn TypeScript here, these are major concepts. I mentioned, right? A small size core Java. Okay. Okay. Now I'm writing examples here. Look at data a.ts. Okay, I'm just creating some variables here. First write let keyword, or we are going to use const keyword. Okay, first use let keywords. Okay, const nothing but actually it is equal to final. You know, final variable. Okay, in Java there is actually const. As of now you write like this, let. Okay, it's actually variable name is equals to value. You can write this syntax. Okay, rs you can write let variable name colon, it's a data type is equals to value. Okay, or else you can just declare and assign later. You can just even assign later. These are all possible combinations here. I'm just writing few examples here. Let id number is equals to 10. A good and standard format is this one. Let name string Ajay. Here name is actually block scope variable comes here. I'm just taking yes name here. Let course just I'm taking here. Let is enabled. It's a boolean. I'm just taking it's a false. Okay. Let is used for declaring a variable here. Okay. Number can be anything here. Just I'm writing here. Let data. Just I'm writing here. It's a number. Okay. 200.056. Okay. Everything is a number only here. Okay. I'm just printing some data here. Console.log ID. Just I'm writing here. Yes name is enabled like data. Just creating the variables and printing here. Okay, so here I'm just running this application here. You can see this one. Okay, observe. Now I'm just writing in a different combinations. Let, okay, info, I'm just writing here like this. I did not mention any type. See here, I did not write data type here. Are you able to see? If you just keep here, it is saying it's a any. Okay, any can be equal to java.lang.object. If you don't mention data type, that is equal to any. Okay, you know java.lang.object in core Java, object can be having anything. Object ob is equals to new employee. You can write like this in core Java object. Okay, so here also it's a any type. If you don't mention any type here, so I'm just trying to print here. Console.log, I'm just printing info. Okay, I'm printing info here. Observe, sorry. First you compile. Okay, then you can run here. Okay, it is saying undefined. Okay, why it is actually saying undefined? I did not actually, you did not declare. Okay, you just declared. Okay, you did not assign any value. You did not assign any data type or value. Then though it's a any type, you did not mention any data type. That's actually called undefined. Okay, so here, then what is the use of any? You may say here, it will come later. Don't worry. You created a variable implicitly, it's any. Implicitly, it's any. But you have to mention some type value. You have to mention some value. Without mentioning any type, you just try to print here. There is no data type used, it's undefined. Okay, it's undefined here. Now, when you assign some value, okay, by default, data type is implicitly assigned. See, here I declared number here. Here I did not mention anything. It's a number is assigned. Okay, let it's a number. Okay, now see, it's actually going to print the data now. It's actually going to print here. Observe, some 10 has come. Okay, now observe, info is equals to 10. Okay, now I'm just writing here. Let model, I'm just writing here string. Okay, now I'm trying to assign model with info. I'm trying to assign model with info. Okay, type number is not assignable to type string. It is giving error. This kind of errors will not come in actually in JavaScript. Yeah, it's similar to any language you take here. See, model is actually string type. Hope you're able to see. Info is actually number type. It's actually string type. It says, no, you cannot assign this one. Okay, it's actually error. Can you try to compile also same here? Okay, you may see one error here. The number is not assignable to a type string here. You can see here. Okay, if you want to type conversion here, okay, I'll show that later how to do that one, not like this. Okay, we have to convert it to some any type and we have to assign. Okay, but that's not a good approach now. Upcasting and downcasting, we'll see that later. Okay, so here data types error will be there. Here it's error case. Okay, default type given as number. Okay, now here I'm writing let exist. I'm just writing as a boolean. Let exist as a boolean here. Yeah, it is very easy, sir. Console.log. Just I'm printing exist. Okay, I just declared as a boolean. Okay, so here observe. I'm just compiling here, printing the data here. It is actually saying undefined. Okay, so here you can see you declared a variable with a type, but you did not give the value. Then also it is going to show undefined here. Even you did not mention no data. Case 2. Okay, for example, I'm just writing here. Yeah, I'll explain about let one more time. As of now, it's a syntax. It is used to declare a variable. Just remember, let is used to create a variable. Just remember like that. Okay, we have actually 3: let, const, and var. We have 3 syntax to create the variables. I'll show the difference later. Let this be as of now. Okay, so I'm just writing one more. Let EID, I'm just writing it's actually number. Okay, I'm just trying to print the EID here. Okay, observe, compile, and run here, undefined. You can just see undefined cases. Even data type is not provided. Info. It's also undefined if you print here like this. Okay, these are the cases you can just remember here. Example 2. data types ex dot ts. You can practice the same. Okay. Next, we have concept of operators. Okay. So we have all the concepts like arithmetic operator, how you have core Java concept here, logical operator, relational, bitwise, assignment, ternary. Okay, all operators exist even. Let id is equals to 10. Okay, you're saying already 2 times variable has come, nothing else. Okay, I'm just printing here. Sorry. Let x is equals to and y is equals to, I'm just writing. Okay, default data types allocated here, you can see number. Okay, console.log. See here, I'm just printing asterisk symbol here, asterisk symbol here. Data is, I am printing accessing the variable x and $y. Like this I'm writing. If you want to access a particular variable in string printing, okay, these are not single quotes. Okay, these are actually asterisk. Okay, asterisk symbol here. This is single quote. This is asterisk. This is single quote. I'm not using single quote, asterisk symbol here. Remember. Okay, I'm just printing the data here. You can just see. Okay, it's just printing here. Now we can perform all the operations here. So I'm just showing operators here. Let result is equals to, let add is equals to x plus y. Just I'm showing here. Okay, all arithmetic operators you can just use plus, minus, and all here. Yeah, we can use double quotes and plus operator also. Okay, so here I'm just writing here. Okay, logical operators here. X greater than y and x plus plus less than or equal to 10. I'm just writing like this. See here. Exist, I'm just printing here. Console.log. Printing add value. Printing exist value here. All the operators supported here. 30 and false. Of course, that results actually here. Like this. Okay, this is general arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operators you can just use. Okay, even bitwise operators also you can have. Subtraction, division, ternary operator even. Let result is equals to x greater than 0. Okay, nothing. Fine. Like this I'm just returning. It's a ternary operator. Of course, that is also you can just use here. See here. This is just example I'm just giving. You know much about operators, right, in core Java? Example 3, operators ex.ts. Okay, common things I'm just making it bit fast. Okay, special concepts we'll be going in depth one by one here. Okay, now conditional statements, if, else, switch, as it is like core Java only here. I'll show an example even. Conditions.tsc. Okay, I'm just creating, let user is equals to, user ID is equals to 200. Okay, I'm just writing here, if ID greater than 100 and sorry, user ID greater than 100 and less than or equal to 200, console.log. Okay, condition 1. Just I'm writing like this, else, or else if also you can write here. Condition 2, else, nothing matched. I'm just compiling here. It's just showing one result here, if else concept here. If you want to work with the switch case concepts here, okay, switch case key and break here. Okay, I'm just giving some input key. Let model is equals to, I'm just giving red. Model is a key. Okay, if the value is actually red, okay, even I'm just writing one more case. If the value is actually none, okay, I'm just trying to print. Okay, just I'm writing here console.log. Okay, good option. Okay, just I'm writing another case here, blue, console.log, fine, console.log, choose one color, like this I'm writing. Right click, format document. For multiple cases you can write one and break, or single case you can write one and default, same like core Java here. Like this, good option it is showing here, it's a matching. Example number 4, conditions.ts. Okay, I'm just writing a loop concept here. So we can use something like same core Java concept here for loop. Okay, let index is equals to 0. I'm just writing something like a 10, console.log. I'm just printing index. Same core Java logic. Okay, so I'm just running this application. Okay, so we can create one array inputs. Look at carefully. I'm just creating array. Hope you will understand array creation. Okay, 20 comma 30 comma. I'm just writing 40 here. Type number. What happened? Twenty comma 30 comma 40. Like this, I'm writing array symbol. It's a box here. Okay, it's a models array. Number array. I'm just writing here like this. Okay, this one I just want to print here for let m of models. Look at this is something like a for each loop. For each loop here, I'm just writing console.log m. 20, 30, 40. Even you have while loop, while condition. Okay, let I is equals to 0, constant max is equals to 5. You can write here I less than or is equals to max, I plus plus console.log. I'm printing I. Even do while loop also here. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, if it is a number type, you can write only number. If you write any type, you can even write mixing. 20 false, hello 200.0. Like this also you can write here. You can see any type array. Okay, this is something like object array. Object array in core Java. Okay, do while loop also there here. Okay, you can just check it. Okay, now I'm asking question. Without creating class, can we create an object in Java? Core Java. Without creating a class, can we create an object? No. Praveen, anonymous also a class. First you have to create a class, then you need to create an object. Anonymous class, that's not anonymous object. First you need to write a class, then you need to create an object. But here we have a concept called objects. You can write directly, okay, variable is equals to x. This is object syntax. Okay. Hey, Dolly, if you want to write lambda expression also, you need an interface. Lambda expression is a short form of writing an implementation class and creating an object. You need an interface there also. Okay, that's a short form of writing the code, nothing else. Okay, see here, we can just declare employee like the structure. ID is the ID, it's a 10. I'm just writing name Ajay, salary 200.0. Department, it's a dev. Directly we can create like this. Observe carefully. Okay, there is no class actually, directly object. This is actually called JSON. JavaScript object notation. This is JSON. Okay, or object you can also call it here. Okay, yeah, object means JavaScript object notation. It's a JSON. You can write let open curly brace, close curly brace, key is equals to value. I'm just writing sample. Okay, it's a error. Key is equals to value required. Key colon value required here. Okay, keys no need to be in double quotes. Okay, that is in Java. Okay, in the front end not required here. Okay, now I'm just writing here how to print the data. I'm just writing here console.log. You can print entire object. Is a one way. You can print a particular member. You can access the particular member in the string returns. Employee name is employee dot name. You can use string concatenation. Employee name, employee dot name, salary, employee dot salary. This one. Okay. No need to mention data type for keys, implicitly added. Based on the data type added. No need to mention here. When you print is something like toString printing only you can call, not an issue. I'm printing the data here. You can see it's a full object creation printing. Only value, string literal, string concatenation. Okay, this object. Don't need to create the type here. You can write in another syntax. Let employee, okay, I'm just writing employee is equals to ID, it's a number. Okay, name is a string. Salary is a number. Department, it's a string. This is creation and access. Sorry. It should work actually. First one is correct. Output is coming. Syntax 1, direct declaration. Syntax 2, writing as an object. Then you can write employee is equals to okay, this is object. Okay, no primitives stored. No primitives allowed if you write like this here. Remember? It is giving error. This is direct object creation, that is okay. Second syntax is not working to access. You can declare and use actually. That's what I just want to show. Number, string, this is correct. Yeah. So you can write like this in a short format. You can create your custom object type and you are assigning the value. Okay. It's like group of types here. It's called tuple even. Okay. This you can call object or tuple. Group of different types here without any particular type here. Okay. You can write something like a JSON format here. Okay. That syntax is not allowed, I think. Okay. Colon I missed previously. I did not write here. It's a colon is equals to running this application and observe here same output. Okay, like directly you can create the object without writing any class or interface here. You can call it an object or tuple, anything is fine here. Now let us work on functions concept here. Okay, functions are the mostly used things here. Example, objects ex. If you want to perform any logic or operations, generally we work on functions. Okay, we can call simply method. Okay, functions I'm just writing here. We used to write a function name, parameters. Okay, if you want, you can write return type, function body. This is syntax. And it's a function call you can just do. Generally, method return type comes first. Okay, then we can write remaining here. It's a function. I am writing a function here. It's a message function I'm just writing. You have to pass a name. That's a string. Okay, just I'm writing here. It's a console.log. Okay, just I'm writing here. Hello plus name. Okay, if you don't write any return type, the default return type is void. Are you able to see here? It's a void. You just keep mouse over here. It's a default return type is void. If you don't write return type here, I just did not write any return type. Default return type is void. And we have to call a function here, message. Okay, I'm just calling Ajay. It's a function call. Same like methods only. Method creation and method calling here. Hello Ajay. You can just see here, it's a function. Now, when you're declaring the function, it's a data type I just mentioned, right? I'm removing this one. If you remove the data type, that's actually called again any. You can pass Ajay, you can pass 200, 100. I am passing, okay, something like a false. Observe. If you don't give any data type, the data type will be any, you can pass anything. Even a class object also can pass. Okay, but giving a data type always a recommended standard, a good approach. It's actually error. Now, TypeScript and JavaScript, this is only major difference. Type restrictions will be there in the TypeScript. Of course, even we can work like a JavaScript also here. Okay, this is error. Function. When you're writing here function, you can just define like this here. Okay, parameter, and it is recommended to mention the type and then return type here. Okay, now here, observe, we can write even lambda style concept also here. There is, I'm just writing function my add, just I'm writing x number type, comma, y is a number type, return type is the return type is a number. I'm just writing here, return x plus y. Okay, if you don't return, see here, I'm just mentioning it's a number here. A function whose declared type is neither void or nor any must return a value. You mention the type, definitely you have to write a return keyword. Definitely you have to write return keyword. You mention return keyword, but you did not mention the type. That is also no issue. Okay, then automatical return type is added. Okay, if you did not mention return type here, return type added implicit. Okay, it's optional. Most of the examples in real time, you may not see return type. You may see direct code like this. Okay, I'm just mentioning here console.log. Just I'm writing it's a my add 10, 20. Okay, just I'm running this application. See, lambda expressions are called actually here, it's arrow functions. Same syntax, this called arrow function here. Let result is equals to method parameters. Okay, arrow, method body. Okay, just I'm mentioning here. So let result colon. It's a declaring, right? Why it is giving error? No, this one only. No return keyword required, colon mentioned. Okay, I think there is some another variable called add in some other examples. That's what it is giving error. Here we declared add. That's a problem. All JavaScripts are finally executed as one file, right? That's a problem, nothing else. Okay, add function. No, just it's a variable declared in other example. Okay, so here this is lambda expression unsolved. Any variable name should come. It is giving error. No, return type not required. The keyword return is optional. That is also not required. It is also optional. This only correct. Hey, return not required here. Optional. That's it. I wrote so many times. Okay, that's fine. Sorry. This is type mistake. Z equals to colon I wrote. I did not check my mistake. Sometimes even we see the code, brain not works. So here is a lambda expression. We are just writing here. Method body. Removing the data types is not recommended standard because here we have no interface standard, right? Okay. So here mention the data types and operator. Okay, this is arrow functions. writing like this one here. Now I am writing a function add a. X I am writing here, it's a number type. Y I am writing it's a number type. Okay, just I am writing here return x plus y. Sorry, x plus y plus z I am writing here. Okay, I request you to pass z also, number type. Okay, so here I'm assigning z to 100. Okay, I'm assigning z to 100 here. That's called default value. Okay, function default value. Just I'm printing here console.log. Okay, just I'm writing add a 10 comma 20. I'm writing like this. Okay, look at the result value here. It's a 130. So here I'm just running the application. It's a 130. Okay, simply it's z is optional. If you don't pass, we'll take the number. This is called default params. This is called default parameter here. Z. No, I'll pass the value. Okay, just I'm writing 10, 20 and 10. Then result will be 40. Like this. Like this you can give. Just giving a default value. Okay, if there is no default param, you cannot pass on. It is not going to be 0 like this. You must mention the value here. Okay, that's called default params here. Okay, so we have something like optional parameters also. Function display, I am writing name, it's a string. Department, it's a string. Okay, so if you want to call display, you must pass two values, name and department. Okay, just I'm writing here, it's a display. Name I'm just writing Ajay, department I'm just passing dev. Look at carefully. Okay, so I just want to say here I just passing department Ajay. I'm not passing any department, it is giving error. It says two arguments you have to pass. I am writing question mark. Then you need not to pass the department. Okay, and if you see the result here, okay, it's undefined. Okay, if it is undefined, you want to do something different. If department is not passed, not equal to undefined. Okay, then else I'm just printing here console.log name dev, like this I'm writing. Okay, so it is also a type of optional parameter only, default parameter only. We are writing here like this. Okay, it's optional, it's a default, both are different. Default parameter means if you don't pass the data, okay, we are giving one number. Optional parameter means if you don't pass the data, that is fine, the value will be undefined. Okay, it's not null. Null indicates, okay, there is no memory, no value allocated here. These two important here, default and optional parameters here. Okay, remember. These are the two major concepts when you're working with the functions. Okay, do you remember whereas concept? Here also we have similar function. Okay, positions, I'm just writing here IDs, number dot dot dot. Sorry, this is we have to declare as an array and mention here like syntax mistake, core Java syntax, right? Okay, this is called rest parameters. Question mark indicates optional parameter. If we did not pass data, also fine. Value is undefined here. Okay, see, I'm just doing function call. I'm passing name Ajay and Dev. Second one, I'm passing Ajay. Okay, department will be undefined. Here, there's a meaning here. Now, next one, it's actually rest parameters. Okay, it's array representation only. Okay, but the thing is actually you can pass okay something like length, that's your interest here. Okay, so without mentioning this one here, it's a size fixed. Okay, this is size varying. That is only major difference here. These are actually called rest parameters. Okay, no fixed size. That's the meaning here. Okay, that is called varargs even. You can compare with the varargs here in core Java. Just I'm writing total is equals to 0. Okay. IDs dot I'm just using for each. Just take one expression here. ID is equals to total plus ID. Total is equals to. It's a lambda expression. I'm just writing console.log total. So we did not call, right? Positions 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. No need to create as array. We can pass comma separated value. Party only. Num is equals to total plus num. Yeah. Of course, plus num also should work. What is the error? Plus num. Right side. I wrote is equals to plus is equals to, yeah. That's operator shorthandling. Core Java concept here also same. Okay, this is rest parameters. If you don't declare 3 dots, then you cannot pass like this. Okay, 3 dots are there, comma separated. One student asks, what is the difference? 3 dots are there. Then how to pass these values? By converting into array. Understanding? 3 dots. If you write here, no need array symbol. Core Java concept only here. 3 dots if you don't write, array symbol required. Box open, box close. Okay, 3 dots not there. like that. 3 dots are there, this one here. Shall I continue? Yeah, where args, yes. This is similar to where args only. Okay, observe. Yeah, I'll share all these examples also. You can practice individually. I'll continue this TypeScript or else on Monday session. Shall I continue on Monday or tomorrow at 2 p.m.? Monday is fine. Okay. Monday after class, after our regular class, Monday half an hour, I'll take even this one. Again, we'll continue this. Okay, I think you are clear up to this one, right? These are almost like core Java concepts. Enums, classes, inheritance, interface concepts, generics are there. Okay, then I'll take Angular demo. Okay, Angular important components. Then we'll start the major project. Okay, I think you are understanding my speed. Okay, we'll be having one more TypeScript session and 3 or 4 Angular sessions. Then we'll continue major project. Thank you for session. We'll continue in tomorrow's class.